Happy Memorial Day. I've been doing housework all day, but I'm taking a little break. I sat down to read some news, and I came across Donald Trump's Memorial Day post, which is a whole paragraph, all of it in all caps, not one mention of the military or veterans. And it's batshit crazy. It is 100% batshit crazy in the typical all caps way. That it's like he says Happy Memorial Day to all, and then goes on to completely denigrate Memorial Day. Again, no mention of the military, no mention of veterans, just conspiracy theory bullshit. So I went to my favorite new AI page with chatbot assistant that my brother turned me on to, perplexity.ai. And I just typed in the question, is Donald Trump mentally ill? Claims and evidence regarding Donald Trump's mental health, allegations and professional opinions. Numerous mental health professionals and commentators have publicly speculated that Donald Trump may have mental health impairments, including dementia and various personality disorders, like malignant narcissism. For example, Dr. John Gartner, founder of the Duty to Warn group, has been outspoken in asserting that Donald Trump has dementia and is severely mentally ill, citing what he describes as significant cognitive and behavioral decline over recent years. In 2017, over 41,000 mental health professionals signed a petition asserting that Donald Trump suffered from a serious mental illness and was psychologically incapable of competently discharging the duties of the presidency. Books such as The Dangerous Case of Donald Trump have compiled the views of dozens of psychiatrists and mental health experts who argue that Trump displays dangerous psychological traits. Counterpoints and professional limitations. The American Psychiatric Association's Goldwater rule prohibits psychiatrists from diagnosing public figures without a personal examination. Many of the professionals making public statements about Trump have never personally evaluated him, leading to criticism of their conclusions. Some experts, including Dr. Alan Francis, who helped write the criteria for narcissistic personality disorder, have argued that while Trump displays extreme narcissism, he does not meet the clinical criteria for a diagnosable mental illness, as his behavior does not appear to cause him significant distress or impairment, a key requirement for diagnosis. He doesn't give a shit. He's causing harm to all of us. What the hell? The only cognitive test Trump has publicly acknowledged taking is the Montreal Cognitive Assessment in 2018, for which he claimed a perfect score. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. However, the results have not been independently verified, and critics argue that the test is too basic to rule out more subtle cognitive decline. Summary of academic consensus. Academic studies and expert commentary generally agree that Trump exhibits very high extroversion, very low agreeableness, very low conscientiousness, very low emotional stability, exceptionally high narcissism, and uncontrollable explosive diarrhea. Sorry, I added that last one. Some professionals suggest that these traits may be maladaptive or even dangerous in a leader, but not necessarily indicative of a mental illness as defined by clinical standards. Key points. Summary. There is no official or universally accepted diagnosis of mental illness for Fat Nixon, Pervert Hoover, Groper Cleveland, Mango Mussolini, Tangerine Tits, Donald Trump. Many health professionals, mental health professionals and commentators believe he displays symptoms consistent with certain personality disorders and possibly dementia, but these views are often based on observation rather than direct clinical evaluation. Other experts caution that labeling Trump as mentally ill may be inaccurate and stigmatizing. My God, we would not want to stigmatize Donald Trump, noting that narcissistic traits alone do not constitute a mental disorder unless they cause personal, significant distress or impairment. As I said, he has caused significant personal distress to every single one of us. The debate is ongoing, and the Goldwater rule continues to limit formal diagnoses by professionals who have not personally examined him. In summary, while there is significant speculation and concern among some mental health professionals about Donald Trump's mental health, there is no consensus or formal diagnosis, and opinions remain divided within the field. And then there's a selection of articles below. Why do some mental health professionals believe Trump may have dementia or narcissistic traits? Let's click on that. That's too long. I don't want to read all of that. But they think he does. He's a malignant narcissist experiencing dementia and significant cognitive decline. And that is obvious and readily apparent if you go to his page on Truth Social and read his Happy Memorial Day message. He's fucking crazy.